What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So guys, long-term relationships are still something people are interested in, regardless if they want to be in them, okay? We watch Kendra G, we used to watch Kevin Samuels. Stop the show. Make sure you watch the Pan-African Dating Show, which is my new channel, Matching Blacks Across the World. But we're interested in them. You know, even if we don't want to do it, we're interested in them. And then there are some people who don't want to get married, like flat out. You got a lot of, men saying this, like, look, it's not for me. I want a situationship, And then you have women saying the same thing because, they don't want to be bothered. But I think the issue comes in when you have, men or women who don't want to be married, yet they keep pretending that they want to be married or they want something long-term with the person when all they're doing is just playing games, right? And this can be said about our brother, Jim Jones. Right. And I like Jim Jones. I like the brother, but he's been dealing with Chrissy Lampkin for a long time. And he doesn't want to marry the lady. He just wants to be with her, but he don't want to take it to the next level. All right. So he asked her about, does she still want to get married after 18 years? I'm not going to play the clip because I don't want to get demonetized. She says no. It's like it's pointless. You're playing games in so many words, right? And let me just say this. I came across, this particular clip that I think is very good from this particular YouTuber. His name is Bernardo Mendez. And these are easy to miss. The name of the video is called Easy to Miss Signs That He'll Never Propose. I want to play that and then I want to come back.
Number 5, when his fear of losing freedom is greater than his fear of losing you. Every guy and every woman has a definition of what freedom means. For some people, freedom means the ability to be loved and seen at the deepest level and express himself or herself in a way that transcends this world. Where when he or she is far gone from this planet, there's something left behind based on, there's a wake left on that boat based on what he or she shared. Now, when his biggest fear in life is maybe not meeting his mission or losing someone that he is really connected with, but losing freedom, because the definition of freedom that he has for himself is, I do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, with no explanations needed. If that's the definition of freedom, which by the way, I think it's a little bit too silly, it's a little bit too constricted. If he fears losing freedom more than he fears losing you, then it's highly unlikely that he'll take the steps necessary to move things forward. And how do you know that a guy fears losing freedom? When his daily life and his daily plans and the way he conducts himself is far more selfish than generous. Number 6, he knows you will hang on by a thin thread regardless of what he does or doesn't do. Maybe you've been burnt in the past. Maybe you're more into him than he's into you. Maybe you're really afraid of being alone. Maybe he gets a sense that if he were to leave you, that you'd be somewhat devastated and unable to move forward in a way that's healthy and in a way that allows you to thrive again. Well, he'll give you just enough to where you won't say, I'm out, until you say I'm out. So part of the reason why he hasn't moved forward is, it could be that it's too soon in the relationship, and that's a healthy reason for not moving forward. But when multiple years have gone by and there's a clear understanding of what needs to take place and he's still dragging his feet, then more likely than not, he knows that you'll stay with him even if he doesn't go forward, meaning your standard of commitment to that level of relationship is not as strong as it needs to be. Otherwise, he would have either stepped up or stepped down and allowed you the possibility to move forward. So this one's on you. If he knows that you're going to stay there regardless of what he does, you might have to be clear on your specific needs and the consequences of those needs not being met.
All right, so you heard what he had to say. Number 5 thing he said in this video, because I only took out a portion. His fear of losing his freedom means more than his fear of losing you. Marriage is a commitment. It's a thankless task, especially for men. You know, you go from not having as much freedom to having a lot of added responsibilities. Then kids come into the picture. I believe they do have some kids together. And, you know, you just have to do certain things, right? But number two is you don't feel like this person is going anywhere. And people treat you differently, whether we want to admit it or not, if they think that you're not going anywhere. That's men or women. You're not going anywhere. I know he was pretending to be mad about that, and you know, she don't want to get married no more. It's been 18 years. But my question is this. Why don't she just leave? Like, she's not a bad looking lady. Obviously, when she was younger, she had more opportunities, sure. So why do you stay with a guy who don't want to marry you? I think this is obvious. Because the guys who did want to marry you, you didn't want them. Let me go and deal with the person that shows me all of the characteristics that he's not going to commit to me. And you can't tell me that it's his fault. Like, seriously, Chrissy Lampkin, it took you 18 years to figure this out. And you have so many people in the black world, like, you know, we've all been in a relationship with somebody who they will deal with you for your benefits. They don't want to let you go, but they don't want to take it to the next level. That's what girls do a lot of times. Some women, right? You know, you've been with a woman, the sex stops, or she don't really want to be with you like that, but she don't want to break up with you because, you know, you're a loyal guy or you're a guy that's dependable. She don't want to tell you that she don't want to stop talking to you. You know what I mean? She'll make all kind of excuses up. She just don't want you out of her life. And because she know if you go out of her life, somebody gonna take you. But she'll rather play these stupid games. And this is what Jim Jones is doing. I want to marry you. When? I don't know. But you're sticking around. So he's not gonna, you know, force the issue because you ain't gonna make him go nowhere. You're not leaving. And then let's talk about the obvious thing. You're not marriage material. All right? Let's just put it like that. Some of y'all don't want to hear that, but it's true. A lot of guys in today's world are coming across certain ladies. And if a man ever feels like this is the issue. I can always find somebody else better than you. And the only reason why I'm dealing with you is because I've been dealing with you for so long. He never gonna marry you. And somebody like Jim Jones is always gonna be able to find somebody who look better, who's gonna be more feminine and all the stuff. These guys are exposed to a lot of different women all the time. Even Jim Jones, he's not in, you know, rapping no more. He's doing his own thing. These guys are exposed all the time. And a lot of chicks just don't want to really get the fact that, well, you're not really wifey material. You're long-term relationship material. You're baby mama material, but wife material, that means like I got to stop doing what I'm doing to be with you. That's not a whole lot of people to a lot of guys in today's world. Especially if you've already given him the cow before the milk. Or the milk before the cow, however you put it. What do you do for these guys such that they want to get married? And let me tell you, like, in this era, you can have baby mamas and it's okay. That wasn't the case like 30, 40 years ago. You could do it, but it wasn't as okay. But now it's like, I can live with you, play boyfriend and girlfriend with you, and we can be together, but I don't have to marry you. Also, I don't want you taking my assets away too. That's another thing too. What about the laws? So the reality is, if she didn't feel like she was being treated right, why did she stay? Because there was plenty of guys that would have taken her and made her a wife. She don't want to be a wife to the good guy. She want to be the wife to Jim Jones, who don't want to make her a wife. There you go. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.